Hey, Sec Guy here. Today I got, as you can see on the pouch here, Sog. This is the Sog Multi-Tool Parachutes. That's a mouthful. But a friend of mine gave this to me for my birthday. Thought it was rather cool. At one time I used to be a EMT paramedic, and my buddy remembered this and he thought it would be cool to give it to me for my birthday. So start off with, as I said, this is the Sog Multi-Tool Parachutes. Comes in a nylon pouch. The pouch has a hole here at the bottom, so when you have the shears fully deployed, you can carry them in this pouch and have the blade part sticking out the bottom there. On the back it has molly webbing. I have it set up to where I could put it on a belt if I'm gonna wear it, or someone who's in the military wearing molly gear can put this on there with the molly webbing. Opens up with Velcro. Sheath is nylon. Got a really large Velcro there, and then it's got elastic on the sides. But show opening this up, can put this in here like that, put it down, and as you can see, carry it with the shears deployed. You then just pull it open, grab your shears, and use them that way. Now, this pair of shears has several tools on it, but we'll start with the shears here. On the bottom blade, you have your little tip there. That's so you can get up under clothing and whatnot and bandages, and it's got a blunt point to it so that you can you don't have to worry about injuring your patient. Also on here at the top you have a metric ruler, and at the bottom you have a standard inch ruler. This comes in handy for a medic. They can see how large the wound is, measure it, and then after they've bandaged it, when they get to the hospital, they can tell the doctor how large the wound opening is, so the doctor has an idea of what he's getting into, and also kind of plan what he's going to do after that. Oh, one other thing. Now on the blades here, on the bottom blade, this edge right here is serrated. Hopefully that you can catch that on the camera there. And then this blade is a plain edge, and it has the gears on there for adding extra power. So on standard paramedic scissors, you don't have this, and on here this increases your power ratio of 1 to 2, so it doubles the strength of your cut if you're cutting through thicker things such as leather. Motorcyclists tend to wear leather, and they get into an accident, you need to get the leather off to get to the wound, you have to cut through that, or heavy denim. So that'll come in handy. Now it has a glass reinforced nylon handles, but the handles are also reinforced with metal, and show you right there, you can see the metal in the back there. So it's not just the glass reinforced nylon handles that are supporting things. Now the tools that are on the outside we'll start up here. This little nub right there, as you can see, is a glass breaker. I'm not exactly sure how you could use that to get any power behind it to break a glass, but they have it there. I'm not quite impressed with that, but anyway. And then over on the smaller handle, you have this little opening. That's just the right size. On oxygen bottles, there's a post that sticks up to open the valve on it. After you hook your gear up to it, you can then use that to turn it to open or close the valve on an oxygen bottle. And then over here, this locks into place, is a put it down as a cord cutter, but I would kind of look at that as cutting through the seat belts, but can also cut cord with it. And like I said, that locks into place, which can come in pretty handy, because if you're trying to rip through some nylon or something on a seat belt, you don't want that to be moving around on you. So now right here we have tweezers, which can come in handy if you're just trying to, if this is the only tool you have, you got your tweezers there, and you can pull splinters out and shards of glass or something if you need to. And then has, you see this little icon right here for a lock. You push this down, and then you can open up the tools, and on this side it goes all the way over to this, that far. Goes to a fairly good angle there, and you have a flathead screwdriver and a bottle opener, and it's locked in place. So push that up, that'll come down. Now this will open up two blades over here, and you have to open up the screwdriver in order to get to this. They call this their rope cutter. It's a serrated blade, rounded point again, so you don't have to worry about poking somebody with it, and can use this to cut pretty much anything. It's a handy little blade there, and it locks in place so it won't close up on you while you're using it. Close it, and then over on this side you have two more blades. You have to push that up, and this will pull out. You have an awl with a small hole there. I guess if you're trying to sew together some pieces of cloth or something, you can use that. And it's got a interesting little edge here. It's not real sharp, but you could use it to, scrape labels off or something, I guess. But then you have a screwdriver, and both of these blades that I just had out come to a 90-degree. This one is a Phillips head screwdriver, so you have a flathead and a Phillips head screwdriver, and it's locked in place, so you have to push that button up to close it. And that is all the tools on here. I think when I was on an ambulance, it would have been cool to have something like this. Just be carrying so many tools in one pouch, to where you could wouldn't have to have a whole bunch of gear on your belt. Just your flashlight and this, or carrying a pouch on your pant leg. A lot of the uniforms now have the cargo pockets with extra pockets and whatnot on the outside to carry tools. So this would come in handy for a paramedic or EMT or first responder to use at car accidents, or just general having to take care of a patient when they first get there. that about covers it. If you have any questions or comments about the Sog Multi-Tool Parashears, please leave them below. And remember, always be prepared.